What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Dizzaster Gaming Roundtable. Today what we're going to discuss is a little bit of Gamescom and what we watched. We pretty much just covered Microsoft because that's really all we give a shit about. And the first game we want to talk about is actually an exclusive coming, we don't know when though. It's called Scream Ride. It's much like a roller coaster tycoon type shit, but you got to kill your people, I guess, your customers or whatnot. But anyways, we could talk a little bit about it. It's not too much to cover because there's only like a gameplay trailer, not too much more information about it either. So if you guys want to chime on in, go right ahead.
Absolutely, everyone. By the way, other than the intro that Tommy really fucked up on, my name is Spaz, and this is our good friend Rhino.
What is up, everybody in YouTube land? Pretty good, Spaz. Thanks for remembering I'm here.
It's all good. I'm sorry, guys.
I know I kind of just disappeared in the little icon on the bottom of your screen. That's all right, Thomas. That's all right. You can get back to me later.
Faded off into the wind.
Right. The game that from what I've heard, because I really didn't read up on this or anything like this.
You bastard.
From what Tommy and Rhino told me, it sounds like a roller coaster tycoon on steroids or something like that, or on Killer Spree or some stuff. I'm not into that shit.
Here's the thing, Spaz. Let me tell you what it's about, since you don't have a clue. Picture roller coaster tycoon. Now I'm being serious. I'm gonna explain to him what it is.
All right.
And he's an adult, so I don't have to go preschool on him yet.
Not yet.
Yet. But
well, in that case, I want nap time and milk.
It's Roller Coaster Tycoon, but it's just roller coasters. It's not the other rides. It's not concession stands, at least from what I can see. Your goal, the way they measure how successful you are in the game, is how many screams you get from the people that's riding your ride. So if your version of getting screams is to ride your roller coaster straight into a brick wall and kill everybody, that's how they do it.
That's pretty much the point of the game. The point is no longer... let's see how awesome you can build your roller coaster and sim it away. It's pretty much build a badass roller coaster and kill the people that's on your ride. From what we got, anyway. From what I picked up from that video, anyways. That's what I got.
I think I did see, now that I'm thinking about it, one or two rides that weren't roller coasters. But you know, the main focus is roller coasters. So.
Yeah.
So you build a roller coaster. You create a bunch of hazards in it, and you kill your riders.
Pretty much.
On purpose.
Yeah.
And if you
and you don't go to jail.
No. If you ever played a roller coaster tycoon, that's usually what you end up doing anyway. You just don't finish the track, and you just watch the train sail off into the sunset.
Yeah, but this now is pretty much based on doing that, so.
So it's a good thing when you fuck people's lives up and you kill someone's grandma because she was able to ride something and then she died.
No, because she didn't even get up the lift because her pacemaker gave up.
Oh, okay. Well, watch out, Kennywood.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm putting y'all on the spot.
So, did you two ever play Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Yes.
I played a tad bit, but I wasn't really a big fan of it.
Okay, so...
I made it through the intro.
So does this game appeal to you two at all?
I can tell you this. When I seen the video, it actually made me want to play it. I was like, man, this looks like Roller Coaster Tycoon. And then just the whole point of the game, I seen like them fucking have a roller coaster go through a building, and they fucking went through and the building fucking collapsed. I was like, man, I want to do that. So, I mean, I might pick it up when it's, you know, in the bargain bin or whatnot, but...
As a core game, it's not something I'd pick up, but, you know, like you said, if it's in the bargain bin and I'm looking to kill some time, I'll probably pick it up. I could probably get a few good hours and laughs out of that.
Free on Games for Gold, I'll download it.
Oh, absolutely. Anything free on Games for Gold, I'll at least download it and try it. So Spaz has to look at it on his dashboard.
Alright, so since we covered that piece of shit, what else should we move on to, boys? Because there's a lot to cover in Gamescom.
Well, if you don't mind, did you hear a little birdie say anything about the fact that Tomb Raider, which is most famous when I started playing this on PlayStation 1 is now going to be a Xbox exclusive.
I don't think I heard anything about. Of course, I've heard shit about that. Everyone and their mother has heard a shit about this, and it's pretty much just Tomb Raider becoming exclusive to Xbox One, and a lot of people are in an uproar. Dude, the YouTube community is set ablaze. People are pissed off. Why? Because Tomb Raider pretty much launched their consoles. Now they can't even play it. Ain't
Right.
that the kicker? Why? Why? Well, people must have forgotten months ago that Sony pulled out their stocks of Square Enix. So why would Square Enix want to put a game on their console? You're not going to support this? Okay, well, there you go. There's your console multi-plat right there.
Hey, here's my thing. They're arguing with Sony, and who basically gets hurt in the end? They do, because everybody that has Sony is not going to buy that game because it's not available.
Well, they
Yeah.
can.
They can buy it, but they just can't play it on that console.
Right.
They can buy it. They can buy the picture and
They
put
can
it
buy
in
it,
the
take it to a
PlayStation
friend's
case.
house and play it, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, don't front. I did that. I did
But listen,
that.
no fronting. I'm just saying. I seen a video. I don't know if you guys seen it. I seen Angry Joe's video about this, and he is livid. He is pissed off. He feels like Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics has betrayed him. And a lot of people feel the same thing about Bungie, how they're doing timed exclusive on Sony. But I'm thinking, this is a business.
Gotta
It's
make
not
that
the
paper.
consumers.
I mean-
Yeah, it's not the consumers that's caused these companies to go elsewhere or do certain deals with them. It's the companies, the developers, the relationship in the company of the developers. That's what's crumbling apart. I mean, if I had a development company and I was rocking out with a company for a while, and then all of a sudden they started dicking me over, not wanting to support me, I'm not going to develop a game or a version of my game for their console. It's wasting my money.
So you bring up Bungie, but it's the same thing, but it's not, because what Bungie's doing, it's time exclusive and it's going out to PlayStation first. And yeah, all the people from Xbox feel hurt because they built Bungie up. Now Bungie's giving exclusives to Sony, but it's only timed exclusive and you're still getting it.
Mhm.
Therefore, I mean, nut up and shut up. You're still getting it. Enjoy what you're getting. You reverse that now, though. Everybody at Sony, they're not getting shit. I mean, Square Enix is completely, fuck you, we're done. I mean, so...
Well, and a lot of people, they're complaining that, oh, Microsoft come along with a big old bag of money and, threw it on their desk, and that's why now it's exclusive. Well, yeah, if I'm a failing company and I have a company that's pulling their stocks out, not wanting to support me, if the opposing company comes and wants to invest money into me and they say, hey, make this exclusive, well, they're paying me. They're making me a profit. They're keeping our company alive to make these IPs. Oh, yeah, I'll gladly do that. But a lot of people don't put it in that perspective.
But,
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
think about it. That's only good as a financial decision. I mean, on every other aspect, you're hurting yourself. Because where is the majority of hardcore Tomb Raider fans? They're on the PlayStation. I'm assuming the hardcore fans buy the PlayStation because that's, like Spaz said, where Tomb Raider's been from the beginning. Yeah, you've got Tomb Raider fans on the Xbox, but that's not why they're on the Xbox. It seems like a mismatch to me.
It's definitely, I can agree with you. It's definitely hurting them in the long run because they're not making, regardless of what the statement was, they're not making the best decision for the game or the IP or the company as a whole, even though they're claiming that. But it's all financials. It's all business. People don't look at it as a business. If that's a failing company and they know they're going to go bankrupt soon, if someone else comes along and says, hey, we'll keep you alive by keep funding you if you just make games on our system exclusively, I mean, it'd be stupid if they turn that down, because then what happens to that franchise? What happens to Tomb Raider? It goes downhill, someone else picks it up at a cheaper price, and then turns that franchise into shit. It's happened to too many IPs already.
Well, what brings questions to my mind on this is, well, since Tomb Raider's doing this, and if it's in the least bit successful, or in their eyes successful, since Square Enix is technically doing this, what's it going to lead to, especially with Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy was huge. starting from Nintendo, going up to Sony and stuff.
Well, I mean,
Do you think Final Fantasy is going to maybe realize this too? Like they can, you know what? Well, let's do the same thing. Stop going on Sony. Final Fantasy is just going to start making Xbox
I
games
think
too.
that's exactly what's going to happen, because if you look at all the latest Final Fantasy games, where are they being released? On the Xbox. So I can very easily see them making that same transition, because it's Square Enix as a whole. It's not just Tomb Raider, it's the whole company. So
Exactly.
any game they own, here comes Xbox, which for us being Xbox player is an advantage. But I mean, I feel for the PlayStation people. I used to have a PlayStation up to PlayStation 3, so I definitely see where they're coming from, and I think it's a bad move on Square Enix's part.
I would definitely say, yeah, I agree with Ryan, because that was the big rumble when months ago when that article came out where Sony was pulling stocks from Square Enix. Everyone was like, what's going on with Final Fantasy? Is Xbox going to pick up the Final Fantasy IP? And then those rumors just died down because people were like, no, that's not going to happen. They'd be too stupid to do that. This might be the precursor to Final Fantasy becoming exclusive to Microsoft. And when people say exclusive to Microsoft and then it goes to PC, they point it out and they're like, oh, it's not really exclusive. But Microsoft owns Windows. That's what's funny. Like, Sony fanboys don't own Xboxes, but when the Xbox exclusives go to PC, they buy them and play them on PC. So they're still supporting Microsoft. That's what is baffling to me. But yeah, I agree. It definitely could go down that route, and this might be a trend that just sets that forward. That might be a warning to let all consumers know that, hey, Tomb Raider's going exclusive. Now Final Fantasy might even go exclusive. Hell, anything. Kingdom Hearts. Square Enix makes that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like anything, like you said, Ryan, any of their games can become exclusive at this point. It's all about money. Everyone knows that. I mean, at the end, they make games for consumers, for gamers, but they have to make some kind of money back on it. If not, then those IPs and those games are not going to have sequels and they're not going to be successful. So I definitely think it could go that route very easily.
Well, also still moving on with the same topic, I just want to give a shout out to our viewers currently right now. If you want to chime in and voice your opinion or ask us a question, we could definitely see your questions if you go ahead and ask them on Google+, and we'd be more than happy to answer them to the best of our knowledge. Tell us what you think. We want to hear you guys, because you guys are going to be the ones who
have the biggest voice.
Exactly. You're the reason why we're doing this show, to keep you informed. But yeah, exactly. And you know what? I would love a Kingdom Hearts game to come to Xbox, because have you ever played Kingdom Hearts? Which out of you two, who all played Kingdom Hearts?
I've played Kingdom Hearts 2, I think, but I really wasn't a big fan of it.
I've played every Kingdom Hearts except for the handheld ones. I like Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, and at first it was a hard game for me to play because I'm like, I don't want to fucking play as
Mickey Mouse,
Goofy, and all that shit. But it was actually one of the most fun games I ever played. So, and I played on PlayStations. So I mean, that's where I'm used to playing it. But if Square Enix brings Kingdom Hearts to Xbox, I will welcome that shit with open arms.
Well, they are. You didn't hear about that?
Yeah, I did. And like I said, open arms.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Give me a fucking Keyblade, man. I'm ready to go. But I mean, my big question right now to Square Enix is, if there is any way, shape, or form that you could keep both these games cross-platform, why wouldn't you do it? Like, even if they had to set up some kind of deal with Microsoft to where it was a timed release, and you can still fuck around with Sony negotiations, whatever. But even if it was a timed release where Microsoft got it first, Microsoft would give them the money to keep them going, then they still are feeding their fan base on the PlayStation, which in turn is going to give them more money at the end.
Right. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's. I know it's supposed to be fun for video games, but it's a business for the developers and stuff, and it's all about the money. You do have those certain brand names that makes the games for the people, but it's also for the money. Now, I want to give some people a brief history on Square Enix, and the reason I'm a huge fan of Square Enix is because the man who invented Final Fantasy, okay, is also, I want to say he's the reason who he made Rad Racer or something like that. That was like his first hit. He wasn't making anything cool, so he got fired from the old development because he wasn't making anything popular. Next thing you know, he's like, okay, well, whatever. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put this game out. Final Fantasy. It hit. Everyone loves this game. And then they're just like, I bet you money they was shitting their pants when Final Fantasy came out and they seen how much of a fan base he bit. Because I would just love to see the boss's face just like, yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Square Enix, they make great games. Going back, like, you have, exactly, Tomb Raider. You have Final Fantasy. You have Kingdom Hearts. You have,
I mean, there's so many.
I couldn't remember if Legend Dragoon was Square Enix or not, but it was, like, basically like a ripoff of Final Fantasy, but at the same time it was, like, its own game in one. But, like, they're great, I guess we're going to say RTS RPGs?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
let's go back to the Sony side of Square Enix. I think, Ryan, because the last Tomb Raider, it sold like 5 million or 7 million copies. I can't remember exactly, but it was in that range. But no one ever come out and said, how many copies it sold most popularly. It could have been something, I highly doubt this, but it could have been something to where they assessed how many copies were sold on each platform and realized that maybe there wasn't that many sold on the PlayStation 3 platform or the PS4 platform with the definitive edition that came out. Maybe that's the reason why they didn't want to, put it on there. I don't know. And right now, they're just saying it's exclusive. No one is coming out and saying whether it's timed exclusive or not. It can still come out that it's timed exclusive, but I highly doubt it. Look at what was the one fucking game? Oh, what was it? I can't remember what series. I was thinking about that today, where it was multi-plat and then the previous or the next ones they weren't multi-plat. I can't remember which one it was. Fuck. There was another game that was out like that. What's that?
Frogger?
No.
Hey, Frogger was a shit, man.
But anyways,
Thinking about where this is going, I mean, it kind of makes me think of Metal Gear Solid. How Metal Gear Solid was always on PlayStation, and now we're getting it over on Xbox.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, isn't that a game for gold right now?
yeah, it's a deal for $15. You get Ground Zeroes, that demo.
I'm not saying in no way, shape, or form that they're doing the same thing. I think they need to stay on PlayStation, but I mean, that's kind of the same path if you look at it.
But you got to look too. If Sony, since Sony pulled their stock, wasn't really supporting them that much, Xbox come along and said, hey, we're going to give you all this lump sum money. You make the next Tomb Raider game exclusive to our console. What does that tell you? Microsoft isn't really selling that many units and hardware. So if someone wants to buy the next Tomb Raider or play the next Tomb Raider game, what do they have to do? They have to go out and buy an Xbox One. So not only are they, Xbox getting an exclusive, but now it gives people a reason to buy an Xbox One now.
I haven't checked the financial statements from the companies or whatnot. Is Microsoft actually being beaten that bad by Sony right now as far as hardware?
Yeah, it's 3-1 PlayStation side.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't see how though, because to me, I think Xbox has the better games. To me personally, they had the better E3 showing.
I don't know. Maybe people are just fed up with the Kinect being forced down everyone's throat. I think that's what it is. And the DRM really damaged, their image or whatnot. And that's why a lot of 360 owners went to the PlayStation 4. But, I mean, for one, PlayStation 4 don't have anything really to play. Or I would have went out and bought one already.
But, I mean, them issues you just named, the DRM, they took care of that before launch. Mm-hmm. And then the Kinect, I mean, they shoved it down our throats because we're day one buyers, but now you don't have to buy a Kinect with it, and you get a discount on it, which I think I should get a check in the mail for that. But that's
you are not alone, buddy.
And then there was a rumor that without the Kinect, the Xbox was more powerful. So I never got around to testing that. I think Spaz did, but it is what it is, I guess.
I never seen any kind of increase myself.
I have, but it's nothing big or anything like that. And as I think I stated in the previous episode, I mentioned the difference. It's an increase of speed and everything loads up faster. However, I actually missed the fact that if you use the Kinect the way it should be used, and you use it multiple times, you're missing out. Because me, I love to record, and as easy as it is to say, okay, Xbox record that.
He didn't want to turn his Xbox on.
Yeah, I was scared it was going to turn on, but it's not fun to have to go to your game DVR every time and pop up your side dashboard and do it. Man, and I did, and you could ask. Matter of fact, it was during the Destiny betas when I just realized how much I missed it. Is because me and Rhino was pinned down. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of had to make us restart due to the fact that I was messing with the game DVR. But it is what it is.
I agree. I mean, once you're used to it, you're used to saying, record that. My shit's on. I don't want to do that. But once you're used to that and you take it away, you're like, man, I really used to. I like doing that. It's convenient to do that type of stuff. So yeah, I agree with you on that front. But they shouldn't have just forced it on you. I mean, I understand they were trying to build it that way, but now look at it. It's only been a few months, almost a year, and they're not even focused around the Kinect at all. Their image they were portraying at E3 back then is completely different of how they're portraying it now. I mean, look, they barely had games. Go ahead.
That I think you was going into what I was about to say. What do we have for the Kinect on the Xbox One right now, other than the Kinect Sports? And if I'm not mistaken, and you would know about this, Tommy, wasn't Rise, Son of Rome, supposed to be based entirely around the Kinect?
Yeah, initially when they first announced it, it was supposed to be just like Kinect exclusive, but then they rehashed everything.
And now I'm playing Rise. I just started it today because I got it in GameFly. I'm a little late on that one, but I couldn't imagine playing this with a Kinect.
Goodness!
Yeah,
it'd be a completely different experience. Yeah, it'd be just trash. But I don't think there's anything. I know they mentioned Dance Central, but that doesn't come out for another year or something like that. But there's literally like nothing that's Kinect based in terms of motion. Everything seems to be voice, activation.
I might be wrong, and I might stir up some shit on YouTube, but I don't think Dance Central is targeted to a core gamer.
Oh, no. Spaz, you gotta pee? Go pee, buddy.
Quit dancing around like a little kid.
Alright, guys, hey, I'll be right back. I gotta drain the lizard. Alright, later. I'll be right back.
Lizard. Anyways, but yeah, I think the Kinect is more now voice. The voice command is really what's popular and what's popping about that. The camera is really good for like face cam, or if you're Twitch live streaming, people are able to do that a little bit better than having to go through a PC to do it. So yeah, I mean, that's really that's the whole thing.
It's got a very good camera on it, I must say, because we did our intro video, which a lot of you haven't seen yet, but you will in the future. But we made our intro video using the Kinect cameras. So, I mean, it is a good camera on there. You just have to use the features on it.
Little fun fact. I don't know if you knew this, Ryan, or the viewers knew this, but the camera that's used in the Kinect is the same camera, get this, that's used by drones in the sky. Look it up. I'm not bullshitting.
What?
Yeah, what? That's how I can like read your heart rate and all that shit. Crazy, man. Not a lot of people know that because they stupid as hell. But anyways, I mean, before we get off the topic of Square Enix and Tomb Raider and all that, I mean, it's definitely not smart in their move their move to do that, because Sony fans are now we all know how Sony fanboys. I want to say this too. I feel sorry for the Sony fans that look forward to the game, but the fanboys can all kiss my motherfucking ass. Tell you
Damn.
that. Yeah, we took your IP and we're keeping that bitch for a while. So
But
you
the-
fan fucks and go kiss a fucking ass. You can kiss all of my ass.
Put the Sony ponies back in the stable, huh?
Better go clicking your ass back in the motherfucker. Click clack your ass back in your stable, you bitches. But anyways,
Nervous little bitch. Kick your chest.
I'll slap the shit out your ass.
Keep on smoking them goddamn cigarettes, you nervous bitch.
Yeah, every fucking 30 seconds.
We love YouTube, as you could say, but
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
by the
know
way,
what-
keep sucking solid ribs, cock, you cock-sucking motherfucker.
Yeah. I kind of hope Solid
so
Rev
great.
watches this now, just because you said that.
where you at, Solid
Oh
Rev?
shit.
We're calling you out. Nah. I
I'll
don't
tell you
know
what,
what I missed, but
Little off topic. If I seen Boogie watching this, I'd be fucking excited like a little kid. Just,
I'm like, yee!
I would.
really, would you be so excited to watch him?
Oh man, Boogie's my YouTube hero, man. I'm telling you.
Alright, so anyways, since we're getting off this Square Enix, anything else you want to add, Ryan or Spaz?
Yes,
think
again, I just want to go out to the current viewers that we have right now.
Stop sucking their balls, man. Off the viewer's ass. Fucking viewers.
Hey,
God damn it.
as our
No.
we
love all you
public
viewers.
relations, and Tommy's now making my job harder. We appreciate the views. Feel free to chime in if you have any
Fucking know
breaking
that,
news.
Spaz. I'm gonna slap the shit out your ass.
Hey,
No, they
Fire in
know.
your
They
chest.
appreciate it. I'm sure
For
they
20 days.
appreciate it. Anyways, let's move on from that debacle that Square Enix is going through. What's next?
Can I break Spaz's heart? Can I break it?
You can.
Oh, let's talk about Evolve.
oh!
Hey Spaz, have you heard that Evolve got pushed back to February 2015?
Oh snap. Oh snap.
But he's so heartbroken he can't even answer me.
Oh
February,
snap.
Spaz. Not October, February.
Fuck!
That's more months
Why
than I
did
can
you
count on my
try?
hand.
Why the fuck do you try? Fuck!
But we did see some gameplay from Evolve at Gamescom.
That we did. What'd you think
Yeah,
about it,
it's-
Rhino?
Oh, I thought it was glorious. It was a new map called Distillery. The first time we got to see anybody play on this map, and they were fighting the Kraken, which I think the Kraken's fucking awesome. And they had the Kraken up to level 3, which if you watch the
Can I just say
gameplay,
something?
no.
I'm sorry for my outbreak,
How dare you cut him off, you bitch?
but before we go into details, I'm sick of these whole I'm going to push the release date back. Okay? If you're fixing shit, I understand. I appreciate it. Thank you. But if it's something to where they don't fix shit, they just want to get more sales and more pre-orders, I swear. Who makes Evolve? Who's making Evolve?
EA.
EA? Okay.
I think it's Turtle Rock Studios.
Yeah,
Okay.
Turtle Rock. Yep.
I swear, I will stand out in parking lot and I will kick random people in the nuts.
You're
And
gonna
if
kick
you're a female, I'll cunt punt you. Plain and simple. All right. Stop pushing release dates back. I'm excited.
He's
about
gonna do some
games.
snatch and grabs. He's doing snatch grabbing.
No, but seriously, that's just my biggest gripe.
He says that he'll be out there kicking people, but I can more or less picture him laying next to the door trying to get in, going, "My precious."
Get the first copy. I'm like Butter's just holding on.
Wait
to
a minute, Spaz. Look, just stand still. Don't move at all. Just look at the can. Oh yeah, there's a
Yep.
crazy resemblance, man.
Smeagol loves precious.
Well, some good news about it. I don't know if you want to talk about this, Rhino, but the good news about Evolve is found out at Gamescom that it's going to be a beta.
And that is awesome because I missed my chance to get into the alpha.
It's going to be a beta for consoles. Well, let's say console. Exclusive to Xbox One in January.
There's
So
another.
to all the people who bitched about the Destiny beta saying, why does PlayStation get it first? Here you go, Xbox fans. You're finally going to get first at something. Just stop bitching. No, but that's awesome. That's so great that there is going to be a console beta because, like Rhino said, I actually missed out on alpha as well, and I'm very excited about Evolve because this is going to be one of those one-of-a-kind games. They're breaking, like, they're making a very unique gameplay.
They're changing the strategic.
That separates itself from others.
Yep.
And that's why I'm so excited about this game. Because how many of y'all got to play against a boss that's played by one of your friends or a complete stranger?
Exactly. Nobody.
Nobody.
That's right. I can tell you this, off topic though, of what you're talking about. The gameplay that I did see, there was a dude with like a fucking, what was it, Rhino, like a shield or something like that? A bubble?
A portable shield, yeah, and he was shielding his teammates from
like afar, and I was like, man, that's fucking badass right there.
I'd like to have one of those in duty.
In duty? Oh, duty.
Don't even start.
Just stop. Back to Evolve. What are you or the people that's watching? What are you most excited about Evolve?
I think I am personally more excited about the fact that it's going to be co-op based on another level of where you're really going to have to get lucky with random people that are going to talk to each other, or it's going to bring more people together on their friends list, so to speak. So like me, you, and Rhino, we already know we'll play together anytime we're on. So if we need a fourth, maybe that random fourth may not detriment the team, or if we can find someone else on our list that we play with or we rarely play with, we can always just invite them. So I think it's going to make or give the opportunity to people to be more social.
To me, it's all about the competition. Because on one hand, like Tommy said, we all play together. We know how to communicate and all that shit. So we know together we're going to be a strong team. And that competition comes from that fifth guy. All tongue-tied. That fifth guy being the monster. Yeah, shut up, Tommy. But, can we take one guy down, as strong of a team as we are, and then flip that around? One of us is the monster. We know how the other ones play, how well we're going to be able to take them out. And then I can teabag Spaz when he dies and bragging rights all over his face and
it's going to be
on his car.
It's going to be very
going off of that, what I'm most excited about is going along with both of those, also the diversity of everyone's going to play a different role, and it's going to be like, it's not going to be your straight edge run and gun and shoot. It's going to be you are going to have to play a certain role in the team. You're going to have to try to do your best to help your team survive and win the match. And going with the gun as you're the fifth person you're playing against, especially like if I'm going to wonder, okay, I wonder who's the hunter. I wonder who's the medic, or and you're probably, and I wonder if it's going to show you, either or.
Like, oh shit, I wonder. Oh, Ryan got the role of medic? Well, he sucks at healing people anyway, so I'm golden. I'm going to just go after him first. You know what I mean? So it's going to make you play as the monster differently as well. And I'm really hoping... Go ahead.
It can mind fuck you, too, because, like, you might think someone sucks at something, but... like, hey, Rhino's healer, awesome! I think I heard him right before the game started. He's going healer. Nice. Oh, wait, never mind.
I'm laughing about that because it's funny you mentioned mindfuck, because that goes around YouTube like no one's business. When someone can be harassing you on YouTube, just harassing you, you can be ignoring them for months. The 1 minute you write a comment back to them, you're mindfucked because they got you to comment. Like, that's fucking crazy. How does that logic even make sense? Like, so that's what really...
I didn't even know I was there.
That's why I had that outburst. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to see that game bring about that type of community. But how the console communities are.
Okay.
It's gonna be more douchebaggery.
Wait. Before we go any further, I just want to answer a couple questions.
Oh, okay.
A viewer, Andy, he wants to know what would be our expectations of NHL 15. Andy,
can I go first?
Hey, Andy, we need to get you some Bunani.
My,
I'm
my
gonna call
first,
Andy here. Let's just call him Squiggles. All right, Squiggles. Here we go, buddy. Go first, Rhino.
my first expectation is that Spaz learns how to read so he can actually navigate the game to get into the menus to get into the game. That's expectation number one. But I've done some research on NHL. I seen the new I'm fucking tongue-tied tonight. Puck physics and the way the puck moves when it bounces off the wall and bounces off a player, and it just looks fucking amazing. Like, as close to real life as I've ever seen. The graphics look amazing. They're supposed to change the physics as far as the players moving around a little bit. So, I mean, especially playing that on a next gen so I can get rid of my 360, which I've been wanting to do for a long time.
You still have not got rid of that.
I still have not gotten rid of it. But I've got very high expectations to NHL, and I look very much forward to playing defense with you on that. So,
well, you go right ahead, Spaz.
My greatest expectations is going to be the puck physics. How well is it going to do? And because I heard it's even going to get tangled up in your jersey sometimes. Like, say, if you're passing it to me and you do like a shovel pass and the puck flies up a little bit, it will hit my jersey. It could get tangled up a little bit before it hits the ice, which is going to throw you off the game. Like, I want to shoot, but I got to be patient a little bit.
Yeah.
And I want to see. I want to see what it's going to do shooting-wise, too.
Fucked you up right there, didn't I?
No more. I don't want no more Jew goals, okay? And I'm not racist, so I'm not trying to, like...
Hey.
What the
If you
fuck?
bring up that word again, I'm going to put the fucking Cini curse on you.
Sorry.
What
sorry.
the fuck is... what is that? What the hell? Anyways, I'll give you my thoughts on it.
We're so getting sued.
I've never played an NHL game, but I do look forward to playing this one. Haven't done any research on it. That's my input. My expectation is going to be a good hockey game, because what else is out there?
No, like, I want to see how well the goalie's going to react to the puck physics. How well are you going to be able to throw a computer goalie off? Also, with passing it back and forth, is he going to just stay in the corner and stuff and automatically hurry up and super speed over to the other side trying to screen them? Or human player even, how fast the reaction speed is going. I'm very excited about NHL 15. But Andy, go ahead, comment as well. Tell us what you think, and we'll keep reading along with that.
Was there any other questions you had there, Spaz?
No, that's the only questions. And thank you, Andy Barry, Squiggles, for commenting on our page. And
Word, thanks, man.
thanks for watching.
We appreciate it.
Share the shit out of this. Make sure you tell y'all peeps about this show, because it's fucking entertaining as shit, son.
And make sure you stay tuned to the end, because it only gets better.
We are live. And why do you say it like that? You'll find out halfway through this shit.
Tommy, you suck.
You know I love you, Ryan. Anyways, moving on from that, well, I don't even remember what we were talking about.
We were on Evolve, but I think it's time to move on to our next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quantum Break.
Oh, sexy Quantum Break.
Tommy, you sounded like you had a real hard-on for this earlier, and I don't, so I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, fuck you, Rhino. I can tell you this. I was excited about this game, but I was in the same place I was with Destiny. I wasn't looking too much into it because I didn't want my expectations to be set to a certain way and be let down. But I seen gameplay of it, and for me, it looks pretty fucking badass. The way that Remedy Games, or Remedy, I guess it's the company, the people that made the very first Max Payne game, the way they're taking the technology of time warp is crazy. They're taking it to a whole new level, and I don't think there's any other company that's out that could do that. You know what I mean? So the gameplay that I've seen was fucking crazy. You know, there's a for example, I want to bring something up. Infamous Second Son, they have a I think a photo mode or something like that where you can pause the game and like circle around, look at all the particles, which is pretty badass. But this game does it while you're playing the game.
I don't want to cut you off, but I am going to cut you off.
You fucking cockstain.
Before we go too far into detail about your expectations and why you're excited, Why don't you go ahead and give our audience a brief explanation of what the game is going to be about, just in case they didn't hear about it.
Okay, well, Quantum Break, apparently it's going to be a game that's based off a TV show. It's going to be in relation to that, and it uses, I don't really know the whole storyline or synopsis of it, but you play as a guy who can bend time, stop time, shit like that. Much like how Max Payne can slow down time and shit like that, but he can actually stop shit, stop everything around him, things of that nature. But I don't really know the plots or anything like that. They're pretty much just basing the game and the focus on those powers, those abilities. They said they're going to tie it into a TV show. It has yet to be seen. We've seen one game that's been tied into a TV show that's pretty much bombed. Yeah, and we were all excited about it, but it kind of bombed, in our opinion, of course. But anyways, the way that you can stop the gameplay on Infamous, look at the particles, that's what happens in Quantum Break, but you're still playing the game. You don't have to pause shit. And it's crazy as shit with the particle effects that they can do. There's so much criticism. Oh, you can't get this kind of graphical power on the Xbox One. You can only get it on PlayStation 4. And we have footage that proves that these Sony fanboys are fucking crazy. In the fact that there are games like that can produce graphics just like the PlayStation 4 can. And with Quantum Break, they clearly display those particle effects. It's fucking crazy. I was super excited about this gameplay when I seen it. Now my expectation is set, which I didn't want it to happen, but now it's fucking set there. So let's hope it doesn't fucking drop down. Microsoft. Anyways, that's my thoughts. Don't know when it comes out. Hopefully soon. But I think it's pretty dope. I think it's going to sell well. I think it's going to be one of the first AAA games that Xbox and Microsoft rather puts out for their next generation. So, what are your thoughts there, Rhino?
Well, I watched the same gameplay you did, and although I agree that the game looks graphical-wise and particle-wise and everything like that, and the shutters that pause the game and let you move around in it, I thought all that looked fantastic. I can't quite put my finger on it, but the more gameplay I watch, the less interested I actually am in this game.
Oh, snap. Why is that?
Just watching the way the gun mechanics were taking place and the way he was pausing time and shooting the bullets into the bubble, and then the bubble would dissipate and all the bullets would hit at one time. I'm not taking away that that's a good idea. It's just not something that interests me. I don't know if I want this game at this point. I mean,
Gamefly.
Exactly. And like I said, I'm not taking anything away from the game. It's just not appealing to me as it sits right now.
Well, wasn't Rise not appealing to you either?
Honestly, it was not.
And what do you think about that game right now?
I'm 3 levels in, and I'm still finding out about the story, but like I said, Batman mechanics is always fun to me. Batman fighting style. So.
Well, let me ask you this about Quantum Break. What did you think about those Juggernaut people that can walk around and while the fucking time is stopped and can pretty much counter your time abilities?
That's one thing I didn't like, because I don't like how the story puts that in there. Okay, you got caught in the blast of the experiment, and that gave you your time powers. Okay, I understand that. But just to give you enemies in these shutters, all of a sudden these guys have pieces of equipment that allow them to move around in them shutters. I mean, that kind of seems like a game, a hole in the story, I think.
That's true.
Myself, I haven't got to watch the gameplay video yet. I'm going to do that after the show, actually. But
let's do it after the show. Let's cover it in the show, but I'm going to watch it after the show. You fucking...
No, me personally, I'm going to watch it. But what I really like is the fact that they are trying this whole tying it into a TV show again. But my expectations for that is I wonder if it's going to bomb like Defiance, or is it going to do it better, or is it going to, maybe if they keep track of like what's the most known route of the story they're going, what actions are they taking to maybe try to incorporate that to the show. We never know. But I like stuff like that. I like where Even though Resident Evil ruined it too, because they made a movie based off of the games, and then nothing has to do with the game and part of the movie. But whatever. That's my biggest interest in the game. Personally, though, I'm not a single-player guy. You both know that. I'm just...
It seems like you both are a little bit confused on the TV show aspect of it, and this is the way I interpreted it when I watched Quantum Break's videos when it first came out. The TV show itself is on your game disc. It's not going to be on TV. It's on your game disc. And you unlock it by playing the game, and the choices you make in the game changes parts of the show that unlocks. So the show that Tommy's watching might end up being 100% different than the show I'm watching because he's making different choices in the game that I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
If that's true, dude, this game, you just put my fucking level of expectation up even higher, Ryan. Oh my god.
I may be wrong, but that's how I interpreted it when I watched it, and I will try to find that video, and I'll link it to you so you can watch it and see if you get the same idea. But that's how I took it when I watched it.
Yo, I can tell you that's pretty badass if they do that. That's even more badass than what I was coming up with in my head. What I was coming up with my head is, what if they made the first game, you know, a storyline with them, and then they started the TV show, season 1, and shit happens in the season that's going to determine the next game that they make. And then they have the game released, they do well, and then after that game's released, so many months later, they release season 2.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at it on that aspect, it's still planned from beginning to end. There's no change in it. We can't affect it in any way.
Right.
But this way that I just described to you, we can change anything. I mean, to a point it's still planned, because obviously them scenes have to be pre-recorded and put on the disc. But, you know, there's scenes that you're going to see that I'm not going to see. And it's going to make an entirely different story. So, I mean, you're going to be calling me up every night, yo, I was playing Quantum Break and this happened. What happened in yours?
That'd be fucking, oh man.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. And, you know, I can definitely see wasting some money on a graphics capture device, you know, so you compare your show to my show.
Right.
That would be pretty neat.
Real quick, off topic, since you brought that up, did you guys see the new Elgato coming out?
I did not.
No.
Oh man, it's pretty badass. 60 frames a second up to 1080p. That's crazy.
We must get one for our fans.
Your graphics, buddy.
180 bucks. $180.
So back to Quantum Break. I said that now fast. I'm sorry, but so obviously, Tommy, I'm gonna just say that this is going to be a guaranteed buy for you, right?
Yes, it is, sir.
And Rhino, I'm going to assume this will possibly be a game plot for you.
I'm still on the fence about it, but I mean, you know how I am. If I really want to talk about it on the show here, I will drop the money for it.
On the show.
And I'm going to say this is going to be where Spaz is going to be a fucking freeloader and probably come to one of your guys' house and watch you guys play it, or maybe get their hands off when you're not looking.
I'll do you a favor on this one. I'll get the digital copy.
All right.
Okay.
Oh wait, let's not drop that. Let's not let too many people know about that. But I got you on the DL. I got you. Hey, moving on though.
You dumbass.
I got another topic for us. How about we talk about the brand new Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter Hidden Soldier? I'm sorry, I added that part because why? Anybody want to say?
Yes, I'm going to quote Solid Rev because nobody can say it better than what Solid Rev did. They put fucking cloaking in the multiplayer.
What?
Babe!
Okay.
Babe! They put
I took your laptop and threw it on the ground.
You can leap 50 feet in the air while quickscoping.
That's pretty funny.
Call of Duty is reaching a brand new holo, showing people that, hey, we are no longer original. We are all out of good ideas. And we are so desperate for money that we are going to put 50 different games into this one and say it's our idea.
Here's the whole thing about this Call of Duty. Spaz, let me go here for a second. The whole thing about this Call of Duty was that they were going to change everything. This is the first company to get their 3-year development cycle, and they were going to change everything about the game. So what happens? They released the gameplay footage, and the first 2 fucking things we see is the 2 most hated things in Duty that Tommy pointed out to me: quick scoping and cloaking.
All of it within 2 seconds of one another. Literally, dude fucking pops out, snipes somebody, jumps 50 feet in the air, quick scopes, lands, cloaks. What the what?
I have an idea.
Oh, call it Sledgehammer Games. Oh, we listen to the community. We listen and we applied those changes. What did they apply? They changed the game movement. They changed the guns. They changed the fact that you can customize your character more and the colors of your guns. Maybe some Levolution type stuff with the tsunami.
You know what else?
Baby tsunami, I would say. But the core mechanics, no, they didn't fucking touch that at all. And let me tell you this. Let me add this before you chime in, Spaz.
Okay.
The way that the people were playing the game on the gameplay footage, if the actual community played it like that, that would be a fucking phenomenal game. But they don't need to do that. What they need to do is get all those fucking camping faggots and all those quick-scoping bitches in the lobby, capture the gameplay, and release that as their reveal. Because that's actually what the fucking online gameplay is. Let's be real. Let's be honest. That's exactly what it is. It's not, you don't see people being fast and jumping around, running a gun, and no. Even though they intended it to be that way, that's not how the fucking game is played.
No. You're absolutely right. And you've got to add, hey, not only are we going to add cloaking and allow quick scoping and rip off Titanfall and wall run and, well, not wall run, but climb up walls and double jump and shit like that. And let's, and yeah, you know, let's also add the fact that, oh my God, I see you, Rhino. Even though you're behind that wall right there, I see you.
The fucking Predator move.
You can see through walls?
That's gonna be the first DLC. You can put the Predator helmet on. You make that fucking sound when you're walking around.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
That's gonna be the announcement.
I'm in the game making business right now. I'm going to poop on this disc. You guys could buy this, okay? That's what they basically fucking did. I don't even know what game that was that I just threw right now, but that's how much it pisses me off. Okay.
That was his Battlefield 4 for Xbox One.
Battlefield 4 is digital, cuzzy. Digital.
Oh, okay, my bad.
We're good on that. No, but seriously, like, what the?
Keep going. I'll be right back, guys. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. Don't threaten me with a good time. Like, anyways, you can see through walls. Like, not only are you not, you're with me, right, Rana? Like,
I'm absolutely.
I can't find the words for it. Like,
I can see you through a wall. When you come around the wall, I can fucking quickscope you, and then I can go cloak and disappear. I mean, Call of Duty back in the day built multiplayer, and now they fucking destroyed it. And,
exactly.
And they didn't just destroy it on their own game. That's what fucking pisses me off. Camping on Call of Duty has got so bad that, like you guys seen, I can't even play Titanfall and play the objective without some little kid messaging me calling me a camper because I'm protecting B.
Right. And you know what? How about this? Viewers, please let me know if you're actually excited about this game, because I know the hell I'm not. I think Call of Duty is going to rip themselves off. I was thinking to one out, and I think one of our viewers, I'm going to shout him out, I don't care. Mr. James, if you're watching, let me know what you think. Now that I told you, because we was talking earlier, because I played with this viewer on NHL, he asked me what my thoughts was, am I excited about the new Call of Duty, and I told him, I'm skipping it. Here's why, James, is the fact that they're tearing this game to pieces, and they're making it stupidified, and they're just using everybody else's idea. Hey, go invisible. Look through walls. Go ahead and jump on walls. Let's go ahead and rip off ideas, original ideas from other great games that made them great. Let's go ahead and try to ruin our whole franchise that made billions and billions of dollars. Let's go ahead and ruin it because we're just going to make it so much cheaper than what it has been lately. You know?
I can tell you this. Even though all the criticism that I'm given, I'm still buying it.
I'm not.
I'm still going to pick it up. I know Ryan, he might gamefly it, but I'm still going to pick it up. I'm going to give Sledgehammer Games at least a try. It looks like the only thing they really originated on was what the fuck is that? The slide or something? I don't think even they did that. I think they stole that from Crysis. So what do we have? We have Crysis, Titanfall, Battlefield 4, and little remnants, just a small remnants of Call of Duty and what it was. That's pretty much it.
Right.
I'm still going to buy it, though. Either way you look at it, I'm buying it. Because I'll play it for like 6 months or whatnot. I'll get some enjoyment out of it. But I will not, you quote me on this, I will not buy or feed into these microtransactions that they fucking nickel and dime their customers for. All these stupid little kids, and when I say stupid little kids, you guys are the retards that buy all these camos and feed into that trend that gaming is going in now. Not all the little kids that play it and enjoy it and don't feed into that shit. It's all you idiots that fucking buy that. And even you know what, 90% of the time it's not even little kids. 90% of the time it's fucking grown 30-year-olds buying Hello Kitty camos. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Let me buy a heart camo so I can shoot you in the while I'm sitting in a fucking corner like a bitch. And it's pathetic. But I'm still gonna buy it. I'm still gonna be pissed off.
Like I mentioned earlier, I think Call of Duty built multiplayer and then destroyed it. And as I don't know when the release date is for Duty, but if Destiny's out before that is,
it is.
Yeah, I won't ever fucking need Duty again, ever, because I have Destiny.
I'm still gonna play it. I don't give a fuck.
Or if I have to, I'll go to Battlefield. I am in my old age. I'm getting too angry too quick to fucking play Duty with these kids anymore.
They have something for that. It's called anger management. I'll be your therapist, Rhino. Please come sit in here, sir. Tell me what pisses you off.
Play on Call of Duty 4. I used to come home from work and play Call of Duty to relax. Now I play Call of Duty and I got to go to work to relax.
You know what thing I was telling Rhino about? Go ahead if you have to add anything, Spaz. Go ahead.
Fuck Call of Duty. Basically, this has just made me realize that Titanfall to me has never looked more beautiful than as it did before. And we have a question about Titanfall going along with that.
Oh, nice. What is that?
Andy wants to know what are our opinions of our pros and cons on Titanfall. Okay? First pro, Andy, is this not Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter. That's the first pro. Alright? The second pro is it's actually very fun based off of the mechanics in that. I'm not dissing against the whole wall running idea. I'm dissing it on Call of Duty's behalf because they had to steal that idea and they had to steal the mechs. Titanfall has built this game that is almost like 2 games in one, but they made it work. Unlike Call of Duty, where they're just trying to take the best parts of every game and put it in one, which I feel Call of Duty's trying to do, but you can tell they're just trying way too hard. Titanfall is a very unique game because it's its own game. It's its own idea, Andy.
It's original.
Yeah. What's nice about Titanfall is you're not a paperweight to the ground like you feel on Call of Duty games. It opens up the entire map. You got in front of you and all the way around you, but you've also got above you. The maps are a lot more vertical than in any other shooter because you can wall run and boost and call in the Titans and all that. And like Spaz said, the Titans bring in a second aspect to the game. You can play an entire match in a Titan, or you can do like me and play an entire match without your Titan. So you do lose.
You have options, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and you do lose the lack of a single-player mode, which, for that type of game is not a big issue for me, because I'd rather play multiplayer anyway. And right. I think, Titanfall makes it a lot faster than Call of Duty ever was to me in certain scenarios. So I think, for right now, Titanfall is at the top of its game for shooters.
Right.
Well, let me give you my cons first. The biggest con that I've seen is the lack of weaponry, the selection. There's very, very minimal of any equipment, anything like that. And I think they might have done that for a reason, just to have the balance of the Titans and, you know, being a pilot. Because coming out with a first game like that, you don't want all these selection of guns, because then people want to figure out what gun is the best, what one I work with, you know, is the best, and they completely ignore the second aspect of the game, which is Titans. So I understand that, but for me, it's a con. But the pros, oh man, they outweigh the cons by far. Like Ryan said, that you know, you're not stuck to the ground anymore, and people might say, well, you are in Battlefield, but Battlefield's a completely different type of shooter. It's more strategic. It's just like Rainbow Six Siege. You're not going to say, well, you can't double jump in there. It's not built that way. You know what I mean? Whereas Titanfall and Call of Duty are both arcade, very arcade type shooters. So now what it's going to be is a competition between the two. And since Titanfall's come around, they've changed up the game, the arcade game shooter. And now the Call of Duty franchise, you know, Sledgehammer Games and Infinity Ward, they see this as a threat, and they feel that, oh shit, someone else is changing the genre before we are. What the fuck? They're panicking. They're panicking, pretty much. That's why you're getting all these different aspects of different games. The best things out of the most popular first-person shooters are now crammed into the new Call of Duty game. You see the fucking grenade? The fuck? Like, you don't throw them anymore. You fucking shoot them out your arms. You see that?
Yeah, I didn't care for that. Yeah.
Like, they're just jamming all the stuff. Crysis, Halo, fucking Battlefield, Titanfall. You're getting all this stuff in one.
What did I can't remember. I think it was El Presador called it Advanced Elysium, or somebody called it Advanced.
It's Hard 8
Elysium.
Time. It was like
Yeah, there it is. Hard 8 Times.
Elysium, Advanced, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of agree. But another one of the pros is what the fuck? I just had it in my head here.
Well, you think about that.
Oh, another pro is the lack of lagging. I don't find myself lagging much, only except when I'm, you know, live streaming. That's really the only time I've ever lagged. Whereas Call of Duty, everyone knows whoever's fucking hosting, you're gonna host migrate.
Right. What I like the most about Titanfall is, actually, believe it or not, for once in my life, I like the community. The fact that it's not Call of Duty. Otherwise, you'll get those occasional where it's like, seriously, you're camping on Titanfall, KYS, LOL. No, but you don't get that as much as you do on Call of Duty. You know, Call of Duty, you're going to have people that's going to have anger issues. Titanfall is a nice, relaxing shooter. Like, for me. And two, honestly, Tommy, I don't know how you can compare the two, Titanfall and Battlefield. Battlefield, to me, I think they made that game more personal.
I'm not. I'm just saying people will say, well, you can't double jump in Battlefield.
Well, Battlefield, to me, is more strategically and made more personally to the people that served in the military and actually know how to use tactics and things like that. It's going to, because me personally, I think I'm very good at Battlefield 4 compared to your Call of Duties, even Titanfall. And the reason it is because me and Tommy Diz right here, we proved a point. I asked Tommy, I was like, hey Tommy, can we run one round where we actually run some tactics? you just do what I say. And
I follow your lead. I'll do
that.
what you say, bitch. I'll follow your lead.
But we did not do bad, right? We actually it worked out very well because of how well that played out. Battlefield has its own thing going because it's like, okay, we're not gonna make this a 4-year-old game. Okay, we're gonna make this into mature 18-year-old and up who, if you served, if you actually served or you and stuff like that, you have a chance of actually being good at this game instead of getting killed by a 6-year-old kid camping in a corner, you know? Even though you'll get the occasion. But Titanfall, to me, I have no cons really about it. So far, all the map packs that came out for it, the DLC to me, I'm satisfied with that. And you both knew that.
Wait a minute. You smell that?
Hey, here we go. Smell what?
I think I smell some fucking. That smells like fanboyism to me. Are we in the room with a fucking fanboy right now, Rhino?
I'm not fine.
Is there an X-bot?
I think there's one here.
How does that make me a fanboy? I like the
You have
game.
no cons.
Stop
you have
listening.
no cons.
Really, no. The only con that I have is
Fanboy.
I can't think of a con.
Chum Chum and fanboy over here.
No, okay, you're right. I thought of a con. I did.
What? The fact that you name
play
your Titans.
No, the fact that you play it.
That's a con.
You
because
ruin everything. No,
You
no,
guys-
the burn cards I could deal without that. Honestly,
No, it's the fucking black market tokens that make no sense.
I haven't tried that yet because I haven't even noticed it.
There's literally no point in those at all. Bragging rights for buying an insignia. Who the fuck gives a shit? No
Right?
one gives a shit about no fucking insignia that you're gonna put on your Titan that no one's gonna notice. Why not make a different Titan skin? No, instead you're gonna give me a little patch that's gonna go on my Titan that no one can fucking see. How does that really Respawn? Come on, Respawn. You're better than that. But off topic though, what I was talking to Rhino about, I was like, with all these remakes that's coming out, and as much as I'm against them, what if? Now this is a big what if. What if Infinity Ward went ahead and took Call of Duty 4, remastered that bitch with graphics, 1080p, 60 frames, not touch the multiplayer at all, and re-released it? Would you buy it?
Let me answer.
Go ahead.
I'd buy that shit in a second. I'd go ahead. I'd put Rhino here. I'd put him on the corner. Get a couple bucks. Go buy that shit right the fuck now. Say fuck you, Advanced Warfighter. I'm going to go ahead. Warfighter, whatever.
You're
Call of
killing
Duty
me.
shit. Hidden crotch camper, faggot fighter soldier, grenade hand
All right. Well,
launching.
what do you think
I'd
about
go
that, Rhino?
ahead and I'd put myself on pipe. I'm not finished. I'm putting myself on pipeline right the fuck now, and I'm gonna snipe bitches all day in 1080p.
60 frames a second.
Oh yeah, every second.
Rhino, you're muted or something, bro. We can't hear you, brother. Nope, can't hear you.
We're getting technical difficulty.
Can't hear you. The fuck you do, Ryan?
Folks, he's still good to look at. Not really. But we can't hear him. But I think what right now Tommy's saying is he's looking forward to him going in pipeline as well
I
with
can tell you this, man.
and Sammy raging on some noobs and
I would
Ron alone is getting the kills.
I've never raged on Call of Duty 4. Ever. If they remaster that fucking game, I would buy the Legendary Edition. Whatever edition it is, costs $200. I would support the shit out of that remake. 100%. I would. I'd buy it twice. I'd buy 5 copies of it. We all would buy
You hear that? Tommy would buy me a copy of it.
We would do a giveaway on this show. We'd be like, look, we just bought copies, and we just bought 5 extra copies. Who the fuck wants them? We giving them away. That's how good Call of Duty 4 was. Call of Duty 4 was pre all these the fucking bullshit. Another thing about Advanced Warfare that separates Titanfall and all those that gives them the perks. There we go. I can hear you now, Ryan.
Yeah,
Is the fact that with Call of Duty is riddled with fucking airstrikes and all these fucking kill streaks that you get. And I think that's the big reason what fucking killed that franchise. Look at Titanfall. Someone gets in Titanfall, their Titans rather. It's a little annoying. It's not game breaking.
Well,
the whole team could be spamming their Titans, and you're like, fuck, they're all spamming Titans. But the next game, what happens? Our whole team spams Titans.
Well, it's not just that, too. It's nothing that you can't control either. Okay, their whole team wants to spam Titans. Okay, that's when your team buckles down, and you can destroy the Titans.
Yeah, and what happens when you have a fucking ordnance strike? The other team has fucking ordnance strike, helicopter. Like, what the fuck? You can't do anything. You're fucking stuck in a building.
Exactly.
Wait for this fucking kill streak to stop.
What's up, Rana? What's up, Rana?
I actually got a little bit lost where the conversation went trying to fix my mic.
You
But
fucking dick.
We did get a text from a viewer for Tommy. It said, this is from JC, our buddy JC over here. He said that he would buy Call of Duty 4 Remastered if they put it out.
I'd buy fucking 10 of them. I'm not even joking right now. I'd buy one each paycheck.
Thank you,
I'd buy 12
JC, for
once a
watching.
month for the whole entire year. I would buy. I'm not joking. You think I'm fucking just saying it? No.
Yeah, you're joking.
I'm not joking. I would buy one each month and give it away. I keep one, of course, for myself. I'd have 11 copies to give away. I'm not fucking around. That's how much I would want other people to play that game and get away from all this fucking riddled kill streaks. That's what fucking murdered Call of Duty. Who stays in a lobby when someone has 18 different airstrikes, fucking 12 mortars, helicopters? No one wants to stay in there.
Call of Duty 4 had 3 kill streaks, and none of them were overpowering.
What was it? It was UAV, care package,
airstrike.
No, you're right. Helicopter, and airstrike.
My favorite moment of Call of Duty 4.
Hold on. What was your thoughts on that, Rhino? Because we never got that.
Yeah, we never did. We didn't care, but go ahead.
You bitch.
I was going to argue with Spaz about Pipeline for a little bit, because me and him both know that I'd be the one sniping off Pipeline with an unscoped G3 while he yells at the little kids to stay the fuck away from me because I'm the only one getting kills on our team. True story.
True story. That was my first rage moment on Xbox Live, period. You could ask Ryan there. My fucking Xbox turned on.
Stop listening.
Stop listening. No, but seriously, I'm setting that off. I can't do it.
Xbox on.
But that was my first rage, was I had to yell at kids. But my favorite moment is an old friend of ours was actually tell one of our friends.
My first rage was I had to yell at kids. I just had to yell at them, settle down.
Tell your parents to throw your Xbox out the window. You do not deserve this shit. You've been a bad little boy. Tell Santa Claus to give you a lump of coal, okay? You're a huge disappointment to your mother and I.
Listen, viewers, this is not for fucking views. This is not to get reaction. This is literally what we deal with every day that we talk to one another.
No, actually, you don't have to apologize because one of our viewers just messaged me. I asked him if he had any more questions. And I quote, "No, I am enjoying the arguments, haha." I did. Okay, I got...
Wait a minute, we're live right now? I wasn't aware.
Yes, we are live. We are. Alright? But,
I thought this was a dress rehearsal, man. Shit.
I didn't read the script.
No, but my favorite moment was one of our friends told these kids on Xbox Live, on Call of Duty 4, "Did you know you could shoot down an airstrike?" Really?
BJ?
Yeah, here, let's go ahead and try this. Go ahead, stand in the middle of the map. I'll call an airstrike, you guys can shoot down. Okay, tell us when. Right about now. Greatest moment in noob history. These kids pointing up, shooting, and they all died.
Oh my goodness.
The biggest, to me, that was my first troll moment. That was my first troll moment.
It's a troll moment anytime I look at you because you look like a troll.
Get off my bridge, bitch.
Smeagol ass motherfucker.
Yeah, because that's where you like to camp, underneath bridges with a little fucking sniper rifle.
Pipeline.
Does it
Pipeline
work?
reference.
Does it work?
No, it doesn't work because I gotta come over with my LMG and protect your ass.
Well, that's the point, you fucktard. I love you. Anyways, off of Titanfall, though, back to Call of Duty on how they're ruining it because we have to get the show on the road. Alright? Let's do this. Buckle down, shut the fuck up, let's do this. Call of Duty, basically, to me, is just ruining themselves right in front of me. They're basically like that hottest bitch that you see on TV, and it's like, oh my god, she's so fine. But then she goes all Olsen twins and gets on drugs, and now they look like shit. That's it. That's
Call of Duty's on. You're saying Call of Duty's on heroin right now?
Call of Duty's on methamphetamines.
Exactly. That's it. Thank you. Call of Duty advanced meth fighters.
All right. Well, let me throw this out there then. Do you think it's possible that this fuck up is coming from Sledgehammer Games and not Call of Duty itself, and that the 3-year cycle for the next company, which I believe should be Infinity Ward, they will fix it. Do you
Infinity
think?
Ward is very good at fixing shit that gets fucked up. We all know that from Treyarch. Treyarch will fuck something up, Infinity Ward will fix it. This is a big fix. It's going to be very tough for them to fix it, okay? In my opinion. That's exactly what you're asking. That's what I'm telling you. They're fucking this up so bad that Infinity Ward is not going to be able to just wipe this from the memory. There is no system reboot. This is a pass or fail. Of course, it's still going to sell like crazy because people are fanboys, Tommy says. And they're going to buy Call of Duty, Tommy says, because Tommy's going to buy this, because Tommy's gay, fanboy.
Listen, I've done the statistics, okay?
Okay,
It's going to sell.
Can
exactly.
Can I see your degree in math, please?
You can. So you come over here and grab it right out of my fucking pants there, buddy.
Oh, I'll stick my hand in your pants, but I ain't reaching for a degree.
You might need 2 handfuls, buddy.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's not get on the
Anyways.
subject of gay station here. We're back on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit sold for $5,000, man.
I know. That's awesome. Good job.
Listen. I think the only way Infinity Ward or Treyarch, whoever it's going to be, the only way that they can grow or fix this fuck-up spaces is if they have to revert back to the fucking World War I II era again and make Call of Duty World at War II.
I would welcome that. I really would, because I enjoyed World at War. Despite what most people think about it, I thought that was one of the more fun Call of Duties I've ever played. And, you know, World War II era being my favorite, with me being a history buff and that being my favorite war era, I'm all about going back to World War II, man.
Well, I never answered your question. Is it coming from Activision or is it coming from Sledgehammer Games on the changes? I honestly think that Activision is putting pressure on Sledgehammer Games saying, hey, fucking change this game. We need to revive this franchise, and we're counting on you. And I feel that Sledgehammer Games has a very long leash in terms of what they can do in terms of like creative freedoms, but I think they're playing it way too safe. And it's back to what they've done. They've grabbed all the popular stuff from all the shooters and say, fuck it, we're going to put it in one experience. Let's serve them this turd. See if they like it. So, I mean, that's what I think. I think pressure's coming from Activision for them to fucking fix it, and they're being put on the spot to where they're like, oh, fuck, okay, we got to change something, so let's just put mechs in there, because Titanfall's the hot new thing, so let's just give them body mechs. Elysium just came out, so we'll just tie it in with something like that. There's a super kick, so we're just going to do a super punch as a melee. Let's see what else. Battlefield, it has Levolution, so let's make tides more active, and let the environment fucking kill them, and things like that. So I think they're just panicking, and they're putting all the creative and original shit from other series into the Call of Duty franchise. And I mean, as of right now, we have 3 people here that are like, you know, we've played all the Call of Duties, and we're like, they're fucking not being original. They're not changing shit, even though they're saying they're changing shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So they're really killing the franchise. Hey, baby, what are you doing, girl? How you
agree,
doing?
100%.
I agree. And that's basically a better way of saying what I was trying to say, because I'm just so fucking agitated over it. Call of Duty right now. Damn right I'm a hater. You know what?
What?
Matter of fact, before we did the show, I drank a big old tall glass of Haterade and a little shot glass of shut the fuck up.
Urine.
But seriously though, before we go on anymore, you're obviously buying it. I'm obviously skipping out. Rhino sounds more on the fence, but he's teeter-tottering towards he's going to skip out on it too.
Let me clear the air. I always say I'm skipping Call of Duty, and I always buy it. So even though I'm not happy that I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy it.
Oh, guess who's the odd man out right now? Oh, snap.
Ain't I always the odd man out? I only have one nipple. That's an odd number. Okay?
It's only 2 Musketeers right now.
But you know what actually I am going to buy? I'm going to buy The Crew. Especially because we have 20% off anyone want to tell the watchers about the great offers we're getting
Watchmen.
lately? The great offers we're getting right now?
Yeah, we're getting
How
great.
awesome
No,
is the fact that we're going to get the crew for 20% off?
Not only us, we can give you guys the opportunity to get 20% off of the crew. And why is that? Rhino, why don't you tell them why we're able to do such a thing?
Well, I would love to. We are partnered up with Game Breakers Media, and thanks to that, we are able to extend the offers out to you. We want to play the crew. We want you to play the crew. We want you to save money doing it. So, what we have here for you, if Tommy would mute his mic so it quits flipping the screen on me. This is our offer to you. 20% off the crew. If you do the math, it comes out to $48 instead of $62 for a pre-order. This is for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC. All you got to do is go to our link right here listed, http://www.offergb.com. Use our /code SHJP to take you to our site, and we will get you 20% off of that shit, and we look forward to playing with you on there. That is a pre-order. The pre-orders do go through GameFly, so it will be mailed to your house. So you ain't even got to drive out and go get it. Saves you gas, saves you money if you drive.
And another thing is, we definitely do appreciate if you go ahead and go to this so that way you could join our crew, which we're trying to still do the competition between the three of us. We are going to try to hold a contest for you guys if we get enough of you to do it. We're going to allow you to enter a draft where we pick one of you to be a part of our crew, and we're going to make even teams. We're going to see who has the better crew out of the three of us.
And
so,
this is serious inquiries, okay? We don't want no fucking troll shit going on here, people. All right? So you trolls, stay the fuck away. Stay under your bridges, goddammit. We want serious inquiries here. People that actually want to play with these three motherfuckers that you see right now. You understand?
You already know who you
That's
want to
all I
play
want.
with. You want to play with Spaz. You want to be on my team because you want to hear my raging ass going, Tommy, you fucking suck. Rhino, you
While
keep
I'm
being
passing
you.
him in first place.
I'll let my my license plate do the talking since that's all you're going to see anyway.
Rhino's not bad at racing games, okay? I will give him credit. Even though he's heavier and he weighs his car down more, he still finds the front.
I've never seen anybody rage as fast as I've seen Tommy rage on me when we played Forza 5 and I spun him out.
Well, it's not
That was a bitch
necessary.
move. That was a bitch move, and you know it, bitch. I was coming up on you, and you were like, you know what? I'm driving very peacefully right
He
now.
does race
I'm
30. He
I'm gonna
does.
drive. I'm gonna go out of control right now. Wham!
I might race
fucking-
30,
He
but I
does.
win.
You,
I win
yeah,
Tony
but,
Stewart, so what?
oh,
Too
too
soon.
soon.
Too soon.
Way too soon.
Way too
That's
soon,
fucked
bro.
up. Oh, dude,
Wait,
come
bro.
on, man.
Bro.
Come on.
Come
Ouch.
on now.
I'm not even a Stewart fan of that. Oh, dude. Right.
By the way, since we brought up my views and opinions are he is innocent, the dude should not have got out of his car. That's all I'm going to say about that.
My prayers and symphony.
Unless it was on
sympathies.
fire, then I would say, yeah, you should have got out your shit. But you wouldn't stay. Why would you stay on the fucking track?
I'm just going to cut the conversation short and just say, hey, like, I'm seriously sorry for the family of their loss. And, like, I mean, me personally, my prayers and condolences go out and stuff. And that's my whole take on it. I'm not getting
Well,
it. I'm not touching that shit.
I think we're getting ready to wrap up here because there's not really much more for us to talk about. But on a more serious note, since we're bringing up death, we honestly, all three of us, want to give our condolences out to the Williams family. Everyone knows that Robin Williams has passed away just recently, apparently of suicide. Everyone's speculating and whatnot, but I mean, I would have never expected to see him go this soon. Even though he was old as shit, I just never would imagine it would have been that way and this soon. So
He was in his 60s, I'm pretty sure, was what I
Yes.
read on the internet. But you know, they always say, don't mourn in death, celebrate the life that was. So I think as a tribute to him, we're going to sit here and we're each going to go through and what was your most memorable Robin Williams moment? And I'll let Tommy start.
oh,
Oh,
fuck,
what?
man.
What am I, top lever here?
Yeah. You chopped Deadpool. Man, there's so many. The fact that he was Peter Pan,
Well,
he fucking played the voice of Genie on
well,
Aladdin.
but my question is when I look at
you
you
guys
and I
first.
say Robin Williams, what comes to your head? What is the first thing you think of?
Here's what I'm going to say, because he can't think. So go ahead and think
Listen,
about it for a
listen.
second for me.
Listen, bitch. The first thing that pops into my head anytime anyone brings up Robin Williams is his stand-up comedy that was released, I think, in 2001 or 2002. And that's because you see a different side of Robin Williams. He's so vulgar and it's crazy. It's one of his best stand-up comedies that he's ever done that I've seen.
Well, my favorite is, other than the whole golf segment that he does, where he's talking about how golf was invented.
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
golf. That was great. But I love the fact that Robin Williams was just a genuine, heartfelt comedian that was very funny, but at the same time, he was very eager to show his thanks to the troops, and he did multiple shows for the troops. And if you watch those, they're very heartfelt, funny as hell. The guy can make anything funny. Great voices. I'm going to miss the impersonations and stuff. What about you, Rhino?
What's your favorite moment, bitch? You never answered
I-
this question, you cockstain.
I can't really say it. I'm going to go with the golf segment. The first time I seen the golf segment was just...
So you're saying the same stand-up comedy that I said
Yes.
is what brings when
Well,
someone
not
says
even
Robin Williams.
I didn't even watch the whole thing, dude, honestly.
So when Robin Williams says, someone says, what do you think about Robin Williams? That's what you immediately think of.
The main thing I think of is, oh, I like Paul. No, fuck Paul! I use a fucked up stick. Oh, I like cricket. No, fuck cricket. That's what I think of, okay? Oh,
Okay.
you only do this once. No, 19 fucking times.
I did just get a text from one of our viewers that said, "Good morning, Vietnam."
Oh, that was a great movie, too.
I can tell you this: if we're talking about movies, one of his best performances he was in was What Dreams May Come. I think he did a spectacular job in that movie. But what do you think, Ryan?
I'm particular to Patch Adams, and I know a lot of people didn't like that movie, but I mean, I thought that movie was fantastic. It had his serious side and his joke side, and I think that it was him all wrapped up into one to best describe him. But I mean, if I'm gonna think, when you say Robin Williams, first thing that pops in my head is Jumanji.
Oh my God, Jumanji! How did I forget that shit? I want to go see that now, man.
Right.
But yeah, I'll never forget him when he first shows up and he's on the balcony and he's got the big fucking beard and the hair and he's just screaming, running around. Yeah, that's Robin Williams to me.
Yeah. His whole personality, like, he can make anything funny. His voice is just, but bringing it to a lighter note, though, well, actually, a very heartfelt note. The stories of him killing himself really brings a personal message upon me to get out there, is that depression is not always noticeable. We all know how funny of a guy Robin Williams was, but the fact that he has taken his own life makes you realize that you could be happy, but you have your inner demons. So if you know anybody or you know of somebody that's going through a rough time and you think they're feeling suicidal thoughts, reach out to them, let them know that they're not alone. You're there for them, because it's everywhere. There's signs for you to look out for. You could be the happiest person, but depression is a real thing, and it's a monster. Me personally, I lost my father to suicide. So you got to think of the fact that with Robin Williams doing this, he left his family in a heartache and a hole full of pain.
And a book full of questions too. I mean, it's nothing you can really compare to, and like you said, it's not always noticeable. And the fact that people were saying, he has millions of dollars, why would he do that? Like, money doesn't change. Money doesn't make everyone happy immediately. I mean, he was a real person, just like anyone else. He got up in the morning. He did everyday shit just like everyone else does.
And from the stuff I heard, I guess he's been battling alcoholism and depression for a while. which it just eventually it catches up to you over time. But I actually have a quote here from somebody I know in the reels, and I'm not going to say his name, and I hope he doesn't mind if I read this quote that he posted up on Facebook. I'm just going to call him Needy Samurai, because us three will know who that is, but I'm not going to put his name out there because I don't know if he wants me to or not. But what he posted was, don't poke fun at people with depression, and don't act like you know what they're going through. So many people push depression off as someone wanting attention or just a complainer, but you don't understand what they, and then he put we, can't control the feeling, and sometimes it gets so bad and the weight gets so heavy that don't think about anyone else. All you can think about is ending the pain you're in, and that's part of it. Then he put, if you know someone who feels this way and may bring up suicide, don't judge them, don't try to relate to them, don't call them a coward for thinking that way because it doesn't change anything. I basically paraphrase that part. It doesn't change how they think about it. So I'm not going to read the rest of the quote.
Right.
But, that it makes you think a little bit.
And there's signs to look out for too. So if you know anyone that's just out of the blue, like you notice they've been down on the luck and just they're not being themselves, that's a clue too. And also, like, you see someone just giving away like all their personal things or something like that, that's a hint too. You really, if you're not a depressed person, you can't really relate. And the real it's not necessarily going with the same old cliche saying too, because a lot of people saying this, and just like you said, don't judge them, or don't, because just because they say it doesn't mean it's not true, like they probably do, but also it's the words that's not said is the big factor.
Yeah.
Thank Needy Samurai in advance for me reading that. And like I said, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to put him on blast. But yeah, that's his opinion, and I feel with his opinion on that.
No, I appreciate that, and Needy, thank you. But just
I think that's pretty much it, though. We've spent enough time on me being down now. We're gonna go kill some people on some Battlefield or some Titanfall. But until next time, who knows what we might continue the episodes of Dizzaster Gaming. We might even come up with something different like we did tonight, like Roundtable. Could be Roundtable 2 or Roundtable Strikes Again.
I can't spell round tables, so I'm gonna have them name it.
There's a space somewhere in there, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, something like that. A hyphen.
It's been real. It's been your boy Tommy Dizzaster. Appreciate everyone viewing and giving feedback.
And this is Rhino Rancor.
We'll see you again.